Derby. You will be meeting Mr. Schrupp there, and this is the field that they've assembled. Now, Chancellor McPatrick, Patch Adams on the morning line, getting all the attention, and this is the final 105-point prep race, Gabby.
Yeah, so Chancellor McPatrick, I have mixed feelings about this horse because obviously he was so impressive in the Grade 1 Champagne last year. He won the Hopeful as well. But then, he didn't run so well in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Now, when you go back and you watch the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, you can make some excuses for him. He had the outermost post position. He got out of the gate really awkwardly. He had a wide trip behind a wire-to-wire winner in Citizen Bull. The one thing that I read recently, there was a report by David Grenig on the DRF that said that Chad Brown, a couple of little hiccups came up with this horse, most recently a foot abscess, and they kind of were just waiting to see if he told them that they were ready, that he was ready. And going into this race, Chad kind of assesses his readiness at about 80%. So you have to ask yourself, can this horse win this race at 80%? Maybe, but I actually think that there are some really nice horses, including Chad's other horse, Hill Road, who ran amazingly in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
61-1 in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He came in from Europe. He kind of literally came off the plane, and he had a start with Umberto Rispoli. He ran a huge race behind Citizen Bull and Gaming that day.
Now, there's a look at Hill Road in that Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and clearly outrunning his odds on this day. So certainly, Gabby, a horse that you need to be aware of going into the Tampa Bay Derby.
This was his first race on the dirt. We talked about what the pace scenario was like. Citizen Bull on the lead, never stopping. This was the only horse that was making up any ground whatsoever. The blinkers are going on him, I think, so that he can get involved a little bit early because he was so far back at Del Mar. You just have to wonder what his early position is going to be at Tampa, because Tampa, I think you can make up a little bit of ground, maybe a little bit more than you can at Gulfstream, but it's still one of those tracks that you can't win from 10 lengths last.
He's by quality. It's a horse that began his career in Europe, but he's by quality road out of an 11-drop kid mare. I mean, he is bred top and bottom for the dirt. So first time Chad Brown, first time blinkers. I think he'll run a big race. There's the crew. Matt Bernier, we saw him earlier today, so he'll be taking the trip down there.
Yeah, Matt, Gabby, and Todd bringing you live coverage on our Spendthrift Road to the Derby, as our onsite coverage will begin about 9:15 Pacific, 12:15 Eastern, featuring the Tampa Bay Derby and the Florida Oaks.